All right, welcome. I welcome. I am your girl, Color Me Bad, Lynn, and I am on today to share with you a fragrance that I absolutely love. Some of the fragrances that I love that are in my collection, I really don't talk that much about. Because I never want to come off as bragging or making a big deal about something, because a lot of people, take things the wrong way. Well, who cares how much you pay for a fragrance, so on and so forth. This is a staple in my fragrance collection. This is one of those fragrances that I have probably one bottle that still has a little bit in it, and one that I'm using currently somewhere in my collection. I always have more than one bottle of this fragrance. And so today I decided to pop on and share this fragrance with you guys. And I'm sure I've talked about it before. It comes from the Old School Design House. And I shouldn't say old school, but the Design House of Alfred Sung. If you're familiar with fragrances, if you collect fragrances, if you've been around and were born anywhere from probably the 1980s, 1970s, let's say 1950s. I don't know. Whenever you were born and you collect fragrances and you love them, you have probably heard about an Alfred Sung fragrance or been around someone who was wearing one of them. This is a fragrance or a fragrance house that I've been familiar with since I've been wearing perfume. I'm not sure how I got a hold of my first bottle, but I want to say that my first fragrance from Alfred Sung was way back, and I want to say probably in my late teens, early 20s. It was either Forever by Alfred Sung or the original Alfred Sung, which both I still have in my collection to this day. Not the same bottles, but I've purchased them again. They're extremely affordable. These fragrances last all day long, and if you pair them right with the proper body creams and moisturizers and body oils, they will take you further than any. Well, if you're interested to find out what fragrance I'm sharing with you today from the Design House of Alfred Sung. All right, so let's get into it. Hopefully all is well with you all. Definitely prayers go out to anyone that have bereavement in their families, any loss of any sort. Prayers and thoughts are going toward you, positive energy your way, and hopefully you send it back my way. Super glad to pop on today, and I thought I would come on and share this particular fragrance with you guys because it is extremely affordable. And if you watch fragrance channels or people who blog or talk about fragrances and are fragrance collectors, most of the time, not all of the time, but most of the time, all they talk about are really, really expensive fragrances. And of course, you pay for what you get. That most of the time is extremely true. However, there are fragrances that are budget friendly, pocketbook friendly, wallet friendly, that if you don't tell a person what you have on, or not so much what you have on, but what you pay for it, they will never ever know. And so I decided to share one of my fragrances in my collection that is one of those. So if you fast forwarded past all the gibberish that I say at the beginning, welcome. Super glad to have you. I'm Color Me Bad, Lynn. I love fragrances. I always have. I've been collecting fragrances for probably well over 30 years now. I didn't know I was a fragrance collector. I found out probably within the last 4 or 5 years that I am. So here we are. And I wanted to pop on today and share an extremely, and when I say extremely affordable fragrance, you're not going to believe it. And I don't even know how much you can find this for, but I keep it in my collection. And as I stated earlier, this is one of those fragrances that I probably have more than one bottle hanging around somewhere in my collection. One may be boxed up and maybe have like about 5 or 6 sprays left in it, and one I'm working on. This is a fragrance that smells amazing all year long. It lasts all day long. It is from the House of Alfred Sung, and the name of the fragrance is called She. Some people say Shy, some people say She. I never got the correct pronunciation of this fragrance. I call her the Blue Teardrop. This is what it looks like. Okay, I'll bring it in close for you. And just so you all know, there is a male version of this, and it smells even better. So if you have a significant other in your life that loves aquatic fragrances and leather notes, citrus notes, smell really good on them, I highly recommend getting the his and hers. They're really affordable, you guys. This one is Alpha Sun. I call it she. Some people say shy. I'm not sure. She Shy, the Blue Teardrop, Alpha Sun. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can read to you the main accords. I'm a little bit tired, so my eyes are very heavy. So I want to put this on so I can read to you exactly what is in the actual fragrance, right? And you may have heard of this if you watched any of my recordings before. I think I've done at least 2 recordings, one talking about all the Alpha Sun fragrances that are in my collection, and then another one probably sharing that this is one of my favorites, right? This one has floral, it's citrus, it's aquatic, leather, it has a musk note in it, it's fresh, it's smoky, it is white floral, sweet, and lactonic. You would think that this is a fragrance that only you can wear probably like spring, summer. When I say if you pop this on in the wintertime, it's going to give you all that you paid for and then some. People would think that you pay way more than what you pay for this one, okay? And when I say that, I mean because we always stick a price tag of value up against something that we like or we feel like is good, right? And so that's the reason why I'm sharing this. That's the reason why I keep emphasizing extremely affordable. Because a lot of times, again, when you watch people who talk about fragrances, they most of the time talk about fragrances that are extremely expensive. For some, maybe not for everybody, but you know, a coin is a coin. I don't care where you are and where you pay for it, what you pay for it. But I love talking about fragrances like these because, again, they are budget and pocketbook and wallet friendly and smell so. When I say so good, like when you smell good to yourself, amazing. And another reason I want to share this before we get into the notes and when this was born and launched and all that, I am a person that loves fresh aquatic fragrances. Love them, especially on my guy. My man. So that's something, a scent that I absolutely adore, right? But for some reason, most aquatic fragrances and scents don't work really well with my body chemistry. Okay? I love a water note. I love aquatics. I love marine notes. I love sea salt. I love all of the things, right? This bad boy, bad girl right here is all that until you scrub down. And even after you scrub down, you can still smell this permeating on you. Okay? I'm just here to let you know. I wore this, I think, yesterday morning. Came home to shower, changed clothes, and when I got out of the shower and I scrubbed down, okay, because I went for a walk and I knew I needed to do the extras, right, in the shower. I can still smell this, okay? It's that strong, that potent. I love this, right? This is She or Shy by Alfred Sung. It is a floral, fruity fragrance. It is for women. Anyone who wants to wear this absolutely can, but there is a male scent to this, and it is better than this one. It's so good, you guys. This was launched back in 2000. So to me, it seems like this has been around longer than that, but that's when it came out, right? So it's been around for 25 years. So this is not a new girl, but it's a good girl, okay? The nose behind this one is Elias Armendez, and I hope I pronounced that correctly. Okay, I thought I wanted to share. The top notes of this are water lily, rice leaf, mandarin orange. Your middle notes are orange blossom, frangipani, which is your floral, birch leaf, and musk. And I know there's a little bit of fig in this as well. I'm a girl that can definitely rock fig notes in my fragrances. Some of my favorite fragrances, like one of my Mugler fragrances, Womanity, has a huge fig note in it, and it lasts all day long. And I would say they're friends. I would definitely say they're friends. They don't smell alike, but they're definitely friends. This is absolutely amazing. Absolutely. And what's so funny about this is that I didn't know that there was any citrus in this, as far as like a mandarin or orange blossom or anything like that, until I actually looked up the notes on this particular fragrance. I'm somebody saying that she just popped on her any old kind of way. Yeah, always. But what I was saying, back to what I was saying, is that this is underrated. Okay, beautiful fragrance, timeless classic. You can wear this any time of the year. It performs beautifully in rainy weather, damp weather, cool weather. You know, I just love this fragrance, and I just had to come on and share it. You know, when fragrances treat you right, or you know, you want to share, you want to talk about it, right? It just does me right. From beginning to end, from the bottle, you can smell this. And as I wear this, and I have enjoyed this through the years, now again, like I said, now that I know that there's a mandarin note in this, I can kind of smell it. I never really knew what was in it except for like the leather note. That leather note is what I love. That suede note, I love that. It's aromatic, right? It's earthy, right? It's a little smoky. I love a smoky note in my fragrances and my colognes. It just gives it that depth that you're looking for, that normally fresh aquatic fragrances don't have. There are a lot of them out there that do, but a lot of them don't. The ones that I've always liked didn't. And that may be one of the reasons why it didn't work that well for me, even though I absolutely love them. This is one of my all-time favorites. This made me believe in fresh aquatic fragrances for me again. And I just love it. It is like a breath of fresh air, literally. I do go a little bit heavier on my sprays with this one, but even if I didn't, it's still gonna rock for me. I just like to spray enough where I can get whiffs of it myself. You know, sometimes with fragrances, you go nose blind to them, and so the only people that can really smell them are the people that are around you or come in close proximity to you, like your scent bubble. You know, or if you walk past and your fragrance and your pulse points are popping, you know, they may get a little bit of a whiff of your fragrance. But I love this for me, okay? And I really enjoyed this fragrance, and I wanted to come on and share this, you know, and kind of feature this and single it out because I believe that it deserves its own shine, you know. And I love sharing fragrances that are affordable, because, you know, you could be, you know, well off or not and still smell amazing. So good. You know what I always say when I have a fragrance in my collection, whether it's new or old, 25 years old, y'all, banging, compliments galore, sexy, seductive, red light alert. Get you some. This is your girl, Color Me Bad Lynn, saying thank you guys for watching. I greatly appreciate all of your love and your support. I'm not just saying that, I really do. You don't have to like the videos. You don't have to share. You don't have to watch. And thank you, and to all of my new subscribers, I see you and I greatly appreciate you. And hey to all of my pre-existing subscribers, thank you for rocking and continuing to hang with your girl. I appreciate you going on this journey with me. I promise we're going somewhere. Bye.